Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back for the first day on our new island. I'm so excited. We just finished our 30-day island challenge that went up last week. We also did a tour for the 31st day, so if you missed out on that series, go ahead and watch that before starting this series, because this island is also going to be really fun. This island is actually going to be our winter Christmas island, which I'm super excited about. So we just did Halloween and now we're moving over to Christmas, and I'm so excited for this island because I have never finished a Christmas or winter island. Last year I had like a normal Christmas island, a like Alaska themed island, and I swear I had one more. Oh, I was trying to do a 30-day island challenge last year and I gave up. So I never ended up posting it. But I had like 3 islands that were winter themed and I didn't end up finishing any of them. So I'm super excited to try this one out because now I'm very determined to finish this island, and I feel like I'm on a good rule because we just finished Cobweb, and I don't know, that island like reinitiated, like re-triggered something in my brain to be determined to finish an island. So I definitely think we can finish this one. There's also a twist on this island, which I'm not going to really explain until we get to the naming portion of the island, but you will have a hint like right now because I do live in the northern hemisphere, except on this island we're actually going to be in the southern hemisphere. So that's super exciting, but I'll tell you more about the theme and my plans for the island once we find an island and we name the island. So once we get to name it, I will tell you more about it. But I also have some rules that I want to apply for the map of the island. So I do want a specific airport color, and that is going to be an orange airport, which might be a little weird, like a Christmas island with an orange airport, but I feel like it will all make sense when I explain it. The next thing that I want is similar to this island that I'm pointing at right now, where the airport is near the center of the map. That is what I want, but I wouldn't pick this island because I want resident services to be close to the side beach and kind of far back. So in this map, resident services is too low and too towards the center and close to the airport, and honestly none of these really do that for me. I feel like this one would be the closest, but I would want resident services closer to the side beach. I also really want a big peninsula. I loved having a big peninsula on Cobweb, and it's something that I didn't usually pay that much attention to, so it's something that I do want to take into consideration. I might not scrap the whole island just because of the peninsula, but I do like a big chunky boy when it comes to the peninsula. So actually, I'm just going to go ahead and reroll because I'm not loving any of these maps, so I'll see you in 1 second. Okay, we're back with the second round, and we definitely have a lot better of islands this time. This one and this one up here, I love the placement of resident services, but as you can tell, the airport is more to the side of the island, and I want it to be more centered. This one, the airport is centered, but resident services is also centered, so that's a no-go as well. But this island over here, I'm intrigued about, because I don't know if resident services is as far back as I would like it. I do have a plan for the build that I want to do for resident services, but I might have to change it just slightly if we go with this map. I don't know though, because I kind of want resident services to be a little farther back, because I have like a build in mind that has like 2 areas in front of resident services, and I feel like with this map I'll only be able to fit 1. But I don't know, let's go fly out and check it out. I might like it so much that I'm okay with changing my island plans. And I mean, I just have a general idea for the entrance and then resident services, but I can always adjust that when I go to like design the map, because I do want to plan out the map like I did on Cobweb, because that really helped me. But yeah, let's go check it out. Ooh, okay, we do have apples on this island. I would prefer oranges, but I'll just change the fruit out anyways, but apples are okay. Oh, we did get a blue airport, so even if we love this map, I won't be taking it because of the airport color, because I do really want to try to get an orange airport. And I feel like that's asking a lot because I feel like a lot of my recent maps have been orange. I think Cobwebs, did I say map was orange? Cobwebs airport was orange, and I think a lot of my last airports were orange. But I just love that airport color, what can I say? And it matches the theme. But let's check out resident services over here. I do think it's a good distance from the beach. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want for this island. This is beautiful right here. The only issue that I was thinking of with this map is that it's a little close to the beach down here, which it is kind of close. So I don't think I could do, because I have an idea for a build like right here and a build for down here. And I think it's too close to have those builds in front of each other, so I might have to move the one, which means I might have open space. I don't know if any of this what I'm talking about is making any sense, but I do like this map. But again, the airport is not orange, so I won't be keeping it, but I will remember which map this is because this is such a strange river pattern, and we have that cute little like star or flower island thingy. What is this called? A pond back here. This little pond back here, it's so cute. If I ever do a no terraforming island, I want to get one where it has a cute little pond like this, because I know there's a couple with like ponds like this, and there's a couple with the heart ponds, which are so adorable. But yeah, we're not keeping this one, so let's just keep it moving and go to the next one. We're back with the third set of maps, and honestly, I don't like any of these, and it's very weird that I feel like all of these have very similar peninsulas. Oh, also, I didn't mention, I don't want a double south island either. I've actually never done a double south, and it just doesn't go along with the other things that I need. Like, when you have a double south, you can't get a resident services that close to the side beach, so obviously I wouldn't pick one of these. But yeah, I don't see any of these, so I'm not even gonna fly out, and we'll just go ahead and reroll. Again, we're back, and none of these are really what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna pass on these, but this is what I'm talking about. It has a little heart pond. Isn't that so adorable? Also, I just want to mention that when I was talking about peninsulas, I would take this one as well. The ones that are on these bottom two. It's not like the biggest peninsula, but I don't want a peninsula like this, if that makes sense. Like this one's like a tiny little sliver, and this one down here has kind of like the roundish end, which I like more. So I would take this one if everything else lined up correctly, but yeah, these don't meet the needs of the island that I want, so reroll. Hello again, and we're back with, what is this, map picking 4 or 5? Oh look, another heart pond. Anyways, this one up here is kind of close to what I want, but I do think resident services is too close to the center of the island and not close enough to the side of the island. And then this one over here has a tiny peninsula, and I think resident services is too low down. So I'm not going to go with either of these. So let's go ahead and try again. Okay, so I did a couple more rounds and didn't find any maps. I didn't like fly out to any, I was just looking at all of the maps and none of them really matched what I was wanting. But look at these, are you kidding me? Okay, so almost all of them are the setup that I would want. I would say this one is the least likely for what I would want. And then this one has the small little sliver of a peninsula. So that one is out as well. But that leaves us with this bottom one and then this top one, both on the left side. And they both have decent sized peninsulas. This one is down farther, which I think I prefer. I prefer the peninsula to be like in the front half of the island, you know, like the bottom half. This one is up at the top, which I had on Cobweb, and I didn't really love that because it makes that beach at the back so tiny and you can't really do anything there. So I do prefer this one just for the peninsula, but I'm trying to see, I think this one's a little farther back as well, which I think would work better for what I have planned. So I think we should fly out and test this one to see if this one will work for what we want and have a orange airport, hopefully. So fingers crossed. This time we got peaches, which was my favorite fruit out of all of these, but I would prefer have oranges on this island. No, it's a yellow airport. Come on. But we got some cuties for our starters. We have Dom, who is like one of my favorite jocks and one of my favorite starters. And then we have Flo, who I have had before, and I don't mind her. I think I'm starting to like her more than I used to. But yeah, I do like the penguins. They're so chunky. But I want to check out this island real quick to see what we're working with. Just so if we see it again. Yeah, and look how it like leads over to the peninsula. I think this is technically the Turtle Peninsula, but that doesn't really bother me. So I'd be fine with this. And that's a good distance, and I think this is a good distance as well from the bottom. Yeah, look how much more room there is on this one than the last one that we looked at. This is much better. I definitely think I could fit both of the builds that I had planned for this island in this area. Now, only if we can find this island again with the correct color airport, because I do really want an orange airport. Technically, I think we're going to use all of the colors of the airports in our island, but I really want the orange one. It just seems the most fitting for our island, and I'm just trying to remember what this island really looks like, so if I see it again, I remember. I think I'll just know that I will like this island. Okay, it's kind of close to the river back here, so I'll try to remember that. But yeah, we're not going to keep this one, so on to try number 100 or something like that. I was hoping we were going to get lucky again and get a bunch of good maps, but unfortunately, none of these are the map that I would want. But look at this peninsula. This is the peninsula I want. I think this is the one that I had on Cobweb, and it was really fun because I had plenty of room to put stuff on it, even though I ended up only putting like 3 items on it. I think it will work out a lot better for this island. But yeah, that's the peninsula I want, and none of these are the map I want, unfortunately. So on to the next one. Oh my gosh, this island reminds me of April Honey. If you don't know April Honey, she's another Animal Crossing content creator here on YouTube, and she's currently working on her Christmas island as well, but she was challenged by one of her mods to do an island with like the worst map, so she was looking for a double south island, which this one technically isn't, but also with a really close resident services to airport. And this just makes me laugh because I feel like I could never do an island like this. So shout out to April for actually doing that challenge, because that's crazy. But I will be gladly skipping this island and the rest of these islands as well, because none of them are what I'm looking for. This one's kind of interesting because they're both far over, but I would want the airport to be more central. So I'm not even going to go fly out to it. I'm just going to go and try to reroll and see if we can get anything we like. Okay, so this one over here is close to what I want, but I think resident services is a little too far from the side. Plus it does have a tiny little peninsula, so we're getting closer to what I want, but I don't think it's close enough to the side beach, and I don't think it's far enough back. So I'm not going to take it, but just thought I'd let you know I considered it. And then the rest of these are a no-go. This one has some interesting little like tiny rivers. Like they're like ponds, but like on the cliff edge. That's weird. But yeah, not taking any of these, so let's move on. All right, we have a contender. We have this one up here. I don't think it's close enough to the beach, but I do think I want to fly out to it at least, just to make sure that it's not close enough. You know what I mean? I really do want it to be just like a couple spaces away from the side of the beach. Enough to put like a walkway or something, but close enough where I don't have to put like an entire build there, you know? Like I don't want to have like a house be able to fit there. But we'll see if this one checks that box for me. This time we got cherries, which is aesthetically my least favorite fruit in the game. But like I said, it doesn't truly matter because I can change it. Oh my gosh, we got Dom again. We also got a yellow airport again, which is not great. And Sylvia, who is near the bottom of my villager tier list, but moving on. Please get out of my way. Let's check out resident services. Oh, it is a little closer to the airport than I had imagined, so I don't love that. We won't be taking it anyways because of the airport color, but I don't think I love, yeah, you see how big this gap is? Like I could fit like 2 villager houses here, and that's not what I'm looking for. I want it to be like within like, I don't know, like 6 spaces from the beach or something. But I do like the peninsula, and I do like it in this like spot, you know, like kind of next to resident services. I think this is the big chunky one, right? Look how big it is. So much room for activities here. But yeah, I don't love this map, so I'm not gonna take it anyways, but I figured we could just fly out at least to check it out. I love that the villagers stand here like, oh my gosh, is she gonna save us? Or are we going to the void? Ever since I watched that one person's like animation of Animal Crossing stuff where they go to the void, if I find who I'm talking about, I'll put their name on the screen. But they made a bunch of like little shorts and stuff. Not like shorts like TikTok shorts on like YouTube, but like short videos about like Animal Crossing. And it made me so sad, like seeing them like rejected to the void. And now I think about that, and now it makes me sad that I'm leaving them. But it must be done for the island to prosper. So you see this one up here that my cursor's pointing at? Let me open it actually. So I would think about actually taking this one, but I don't think resident services and the airport are lined up. Like I don't think like the walkway that you walk out of is centered with the middle of resident services. And if I were to do this one, I would want them to be aligned, and I don't think they are. So, I mean, just to double check, let's fly out, but it does look like resident services is too far to the right and the airport is to the left. So they aren't aligned by like a few tiles maybe, but we can double check. It's at least fun to fly out because I've been just like looking at maps and I feel like I need a break to look at an actual island. So let's head out. Okay, so I don't really care about the airport because we're not taking this island. I just want to see. So this is straight up. So I don't think it's aligned. Yeah, it's not. This is like the corner of the map. Not the map, but the corner of resident services. So if I were to take one where the airport and resident services are in line with each other instead of resident services being on the side and the airport being in the middle, I would want it to align correctly because I would want you to be able to get all the way to resident services up the center, but because it's off by a couple tiles, I'm not going to take this one, and especially because it's a yellow airport, which we don't want. Ooh, look, I kind of match it though. I'm wearing my little yellow sweater. That's cute. But yeah, we're not taking this one, so back to looking at some maps. Okay, so this one is definitely interesting. It's definitely far over. The peninsula isn't the best, to be honest. I also think this one might be too far back. That sounds crazy, but I have an idea for the back of the island, and I don't know if this might be like just not far enough back. You know what I mean? Maybe if it was back by like another 2 tiles, it'd be so far back. But I think we might as well go check it out and see what it looks like. And if I do end up loving it and it's an orange airport, I might get over the fact that it has a tiny peninsula in the back, which is like 2 negatives against it. But who knows? We might really love it. So all I can do is say, let's check it out. Look how close that is to the beach. It's beautiful. I think this is close to the one that I had on my first ever island, Pebble. What is up with these yellow dang airports? No. I was gonna say, if this is an orange airport, I might take this island, even though we have a crappy little peninsula. But no, it's a yellow airport, which I feel like every island we've been to has been yellow. I might be wrong. We might have had like a blue in there, but still, look how far back this is. Oh, there's so much room for activity. I feel like I could fit like 3 builds in front of this thing. Look how I'm still going. This might actually be too far back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know if I could fill all this space. But I think this is the map that I used for my first ever island, which was a kidcore jungle island. But we had the peninsula like right here. But what I did for that island was I had like a little bit of like a filler area right here. And then starting like here all the way down, it was a like froggy glowing mushroom little foresty swamp thing, and I really love that area on the island. It was so fun. But yeah, we're not gonna take this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now looking at this pond, it does remind me. Doesn't this kind of look like an upside down person? Like a gingerbread man. Anyways, I'm not gonna take this one, so we will continue our hunt for the perfect map. Guys, I think we found another winner. I've gone through like several more pages of maps, but look at this one. It's like everything we want. Resident services is over to the side. Could it be farther over? Probably. but the airport is in the center, and then we have a big chunky peninsula, which I love. So I think we definitely need to fly out to this one and cross our fingers, our toes, our eyes, our tongues, our hair, our everything, and hope that it's an orange airport. I'm looking at you. I see you. You're not crossing your fingers. Do it. We got peaches again, which is very cute. Love peaches. It's the fruit that I wanted when I first started Animal Crossing. I wanted peaches. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross everything. What is happening? No! It's that shirt again. Look, I'm wearing the same exact shirt. It did it. This shirt caused me to get a yellow airport. Look, a yellow villager. Coincidence? I think not. We also got a pink villager, but ignore that. There's no pink airport. Oh, I'm so bummed. This was like perfect. Look how far back this resident services is. You can't even see it yet. There it is. And then we have a big boy peninsula over here somewhere. I think it's farther down, is it? Yeah, it's back here. This is ginormous. Look how big this is. Okay, this is real talk. Do I care about the color of the airport that much? I wish you guys were here to help me. Do I take this even though the color of the airport is wrong? I've been doing this for hours and I have to eat lunch. Not lunch. I have to eat dinner. It's like 6 o'clock. I have to eat dinner soon and I've been doing this for like several days. I tried yesterday and I couldn't find anything. So I just started the video over and I still haven't been able to find anything. You know what? I'm going to ask you guys on Discord if I should take this island or not. Hold 1 second. I'm actually going to do something different. I'm going to make a poll on my channel. So you might have seen this poll if you're watching this video now, but let me make a poll on my community tab. Okay, I started a poll. It says, I'm trying to start a new island and I found the perfect map, but the airport is the wrong color. What do I do? And then I gave 2 options. Keep it, no one really cares about the airport color, or don't give up, find the perfect island. I'm going to let this poll sit for a little bit and I'm going to go eat dinner and I'm going to come back and see what you guys voted for. So I will see all of you shortly. Hopefully some of you will vote in this poll by the time I come back. So I'll see you all in a little bit. I have returned. It's been 0 seconds since you last heard me, but I am back and the poll results are in. In 50 minutes, we got 40 votes. So shout out to you 40 that voted. You helped me decide what to do next. 73% said keep it. No one really cares about the airport color. And then the rest, the 28%, which is a little over 100, but whatever. Don't give up. Find the perfect island. I would be with you 28%, but the 73% have spoken, and we are going to take this island. Unfortunately, we don't have the cutest starting villagers. We have Renee, who I actually really like. I would like to have her on my grunge graffiti island, which I always talk about. Have I made that island yet? Of course not. And then we have, I think this is Tybalt, right? Yeah. Who is just going to remind me of my failure that I didn't find an orange airport every day. Also, why is... Okay, anyways, let's just get into it. I was going to ask a dumb question. All right, is that everyone? Let's see. Is Renee here? She sure is. And how about Tybalt? He is. And there's Kaylee, of course. I like how he points me out. Of course, there's the human. She's here. Great, we're all here. I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Nook. Our 3 adventurers are ready to get started. So exciting. Yes, very good. Let's see, how shall I begin? Yes, of course. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to your new island. My name is Tom Nook, and I'm the founder and president of Nook Inc. Yes. Today is the first day of your new life on this pristine, lovely island. So congratulations. I don't know how pristine it is. There's like weeds and scary little creatures that come out at you at night. I don't know how pristine that is. And this is a package deal. As such, Nook Inc. staff will always be here to support you and ensure your comfort and safety. But first things first, yes, I'd like each of you to choose a spot of your own. It's the first step to putting down some real roots. I'd like you to dream big. I do have certain connections in construction and real estate. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just get started with a simple tent, shall we? Okay, and of course, if you know me, we're going to Tommy to get the tent because he's the cutie patootie with a little flag and I love him so much. We're going to use his tent Does that mean they both have tents in their pockets? And they both have like 3 tents? And then one of them just doesn't get to use any of their tents? How does that work? But if you know how I start my islands, or I feel like everyone does this nowadays, we all put our stuff on the beach. So let's see if our beautiful little tent will fit right here. And it's too close to the water. Okay, what about right here? I think it should fit here. It does. Okay, I think I need to be over one more spot so I can fit a villager home next to me. But I think right here will be fine. We'll do... This is the spot. Okay, perfect. And again, we match our tent with our shirt. Who would have thought? And our shoes are yellow too. Let's go to our yellow friend Tybalt. I don't think I've ever had him as a starter actually. I kind of forgot that he was a jock, but he definitely looks like a jock. Some villagers don't really look like their personality, but he definitely looks like a jock to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's the like kind of angry eyebrows in the sweatshirt. He just gives me jock vibes. Renee does give me sisterly vibes too. I could see that for sure. But we're gonna place him right next to me on the beach, so he should be able to fit like right here. Okay, just kidding. One spot over. There we go. I knew he would fit right here. This is the spot. That one is down. Also, do the jock villagers always get the blue tent and the sisterly villager always get the orange tent, or is that just random? I've never really paid that close attention to it. But now we need to find Renee. They're always by the entrance, so let's check over here. They like to go on either side of the entrance. She's not that close to the entrance actually, but let's grab her tent. I actually really like Renee. I know a lot of people don't like her for some reason. I don't know if it's just because she's a rhino or maybe they don't like her eyes, but I actually really like her. Like I said, I would love to have her on my graffiti jungle island, because on that island I plan to have like rainbow villagers. And she's obviously pink, so she would be the pink villager. And I think she would be so cute on the island. She gives me kind of like grungy, like vibes like that, so. Okay, but we're gonna put her like right here. I think I can actually scoot her over one more tile this way. I like to squeeze in as much as I can on these beaches when we first start, so we can fit as many houses as possible. And there we go. She has a brand new tent on beachfront property. Welcome back everyone. I hope you all found just the right spots to set up your new homes. Of course you can sleep on it for a while. Oh yeah, this kind of does tell us that we can move them. Could you move your houses in other games? I know in GameCube you couldn't, and that's the only other game I've played from Animal Crossing. And I know you couldn't move it because they had like that little neighborhood of like the 4 houses that you could pick. I remember always like fighting with my sister about which house we wanted because we play that game all the time. Okay, let's talk to Tom Nook real quick. He's gonna tell us that we need to grab some tree branches and do his little tasks. He's just the supervisor. He just sits here and looks pretty, the best that he can do. And then let's also grab our peaches. I almost called them cherries for some reason, but no, they are definitely peaches. And I think I said it earlier, but when I first got Animal Crossing New Horizons, I really wanted the peaches. They were my favorite fruits out of all of them. For this island though, I feel like the oranges would be the best for the theme, but it doesn't really ever matter to me what fruits or flowers we get. Oh, I also forgot to check which flower. I know it's tied to your birthday, but I've been just putting 1/1 as my birthday just because I was too lazy to flip through and actually pick out my birthday. And I was having to go through so many different re-rollings to find this dang map that we finally found, and we even settled for something that wasn't perfect. Okay, also this tree is not giving me the branches that I want. But let's go check the flower real quick because now I'm actually very curious. Usually I get like lilies, cosmos, or I think roses. It looks like we got, I think those are cosmos if I can see that little flower edge. Yeah, I think that's a cosmo, which is nice. I like the cosmos. They're definitely like my favorite flower in the game. Okay, how many left do I need? Okay, I need 4 more. Come on, I think this tree can do it. Okay, oh, we grabbed 1 more than we needed, but that's okay. I'm just gonna leave that one there. I don't really care. Okay. And then that should be it. 10 and 6. Yes, let's go give these to Tom Nook. He's gonna be so proud of us. I love that everyone else, like Renee is like counting the sticks, and then Tybalt is sweeping dirt. He's literally sweeping the dirt. Like this is a dirt like patio. What is that even doing? Is it just like evening out the dirt? Okay, I did collect the 6 peaches, Tom. Here you go. And this is the exciting part. We get to name the island. Okay, so this is the most exciting part of this video, the part that you've probably been waiting for painstakingly, unless you fast forward. Did you fast forward to this part? Let me know in the comments if you fast forwarded. I won't be mad. I'm just disappointed. No, actually, I don't care if you skip forward. But this is where we're going to talk about the theme of the island. And I did show the mood board that I made for this island already on Discord. So if you're in the Discord and you were in the ACNH chat little page that we had, channel, you might have already seen it. A couple of you said you really loved it, so that's exciting. But the name of the island will kind of give it away. So it starts with Holly, so Holly, and then the second part is Tide. Does that give you guys any hints? I'll put the mood board up on the screen for you, but our island is going to be called Hollytide, and it is going to be a tropical Christmas island. As most of you probably know, I've said it in like many videos and streams and everything, but I live in Florida, and if you know anything about Florida, you might know that it's like pretty tropical in Florida, and it does not snow. So I also mentioned, I think earlier in this video, that I got really burnt out on my winter islands last year, which were all in the snow, and as a Floridian who never really has to deal with the snow, that was a lot of snow, okay? I can only decorate in the snow by like looking at inspiration online, but tropical, man, that's everywhere. I grew up going to the beaches on the weekends. So we're gonna do a tropical, like towncore kind of style island where the people that are in the like tropical town are celebrating Christmas. So that's why we're in the southern hemisphere. We are still in December, so we will get the cute little decorations, but it will be sunny and green outside for the island. But here's to Hollytide. Okay, so hopefully you liked that little theme reveal. And look how cute Tibble is. I love that they just like bang on this little tambourine. Can't you get the tambourine item as well? I think you can. I think it's an actual item you can get in the game. And then we have Renee drinking her little peach juice. Is that still the peach juice? It looks kind of green, to be honest. But let's see. Let's go to Tom Nook. And grab our cot, because we're gonna go take a little nappy nap. This is me actually in real life. If I was on this island, I'd be like, can I please go to bed? It is 8 p.m. Let me go to sleep. I'm very much an early, I don't know, I'm not really like a night owl because I go to bed early, and then I'm not really much of a like early riser either. I'm like, my peak is in the middle of the day. I'm not good in the mornings or at night. Okay, moment of truth. What kind of supplies do we have? Okay, it looks very patriotic. We have a blue lantern, and then I'm pretty sure this is red. I can't tell if it's red or pink, but I think it's red. A little red radio. And then what type of cot do we have here? Oh, it's also red. Isn't this very patriotic? I think this is very fitting because it's election time in the United States, which is very stressful at the moment. But I did vote already, which is exciting. But yes, let's go take a little nap and dream of KK Slider telling us to buy Nintendo Online. But friends, that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you're excited for this new island series. I'm so excited to finish my first Christmas island, so hopefully I can stick to it and finish it. And you guys are going to keep me, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. You guys are going to keep me on track and just harass me to finish this island. So that's the job that you guys have. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I will see all of you guys in the next one, where we get to grind out our 5,000 Nook miles and hopefully open Nook's Cranny as well. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, friends. Also, I can't wave, so you get circles instead. Bye.